Hey everyone! Today I want to talk to you about the burpee, and actually in this video I'm not showing you a full burpee, but rather it's called a squat thrust. This one is a favorite of mine, but also one that causes people quite a bit of grief. It's super important that you get the form right, so I always recommend that people omit the full burpee where you would jump up at the top and also hit the ground doing a full push-up on the bottom, and just start here. What I want you to notice is when I lower myself down, when I'm going to take my hands to the floor, I do a full squat first, then I jump myself back into a full plank, jump yourself forward into that full squat position again, and then stand all the way up. It's the squat that's the most important piece here, and if you take a look around, if you see people doing burpees at the gym or whatever, you're going to notice most people just flop over at the top and then kick their feet out behind them before they stand up. So you're missing the most metabolic part of the whole exercise if you skip that squat. So that's what I want you to think about, is doing a full squat, looking straight ahead. I like to put my hands out in front because it forces me not to put them on the floor, and then jump all the way back to that full plank. And if you take a really close look, when I jump back, my hands and feet briefly leave the ground at the same time. That's another way to ensure that your hands aren't flopping down in front of you before you head back to that full burpee position. Another thing I want you to notice and take a look at, again, this all goes back to breaking up your squat thrust into 4 distinct sections, is look and notice that I pause. After I squat, my hands are out in front of me. I wait for a second before I kick myself back into that high plank. In the high plank, I pause again just to make sure my form is right. Jump my feet back in, and this is the most important pause right here. You wait so that you're in a full squat, and then you stand up all the way. It's 4 distinct pieces, and if you count them out in your head, it really does make a big difference to getting that form right. So if you take a look, it's 1, I squat, 2, I plank, 3, I squat again, and 4, I stand up. You know, it's a really hard habit to break if you've been doing burpees for a while, not putting your hands on the floor before it's time. So my suggestion to you would be to really slow it down and focus on that squat first. You're trying to get your hips to break parallel as you would with any other squat before you kick back into that high plank position. And I'll tell you something, this will change how you feel about burpees, and it'll completely transform the cardiovascular and the muscle strength and endurance effect that this move has. So I hope you'll give that a try and let me know how you make out. Now, of course, a burpee and a squat thrust is a high impact move, and if you have some sort of issue going on where you'd like to avoid the impact, you can still get all the benefits by slowing it down and walking rather than jumping yourself out. So all the same rules apply. You squat down first, walk out like a slow mountain climber to that full high plank position, walk yourself back into that full squat, remembering to drop your hips, and then standing up. Super simple, and it's a great way to work up to that full squat thrust. And finally, if you are using the squat thrust for an interval training session or a HIIT workout, then I thought I would throw this one in. This is the good morning. It is my favorite coupling exercise for a burpee or squat thrust because it's a great complement to what you've just been doing. So give this a try. If you are participating in the 7-day challenge and you want to give burpees or squat thrusts a go, I recommend starting with 30 seconds of squat thrusts, followed by 30 seconds of good mornings, and alternate until you get up to your desired time. Good luck and have fun.